What is up, guys, and thank you for joining me for another episode here on Degenerate Watch. I hope everyone out there is having a fantastic day wherever you're watching from. In this video we're going to be taking a look at two sovereign citizens, one in the United States and one up in Canada. But as you know, wherever these guys spring up, you still have the usual legal mumbo jumbo, the word salad, and the spouting absolute nonsense. So we'll take a look and see what our merry travellers are getting up to. And while we're on the subject of sovereign citizens, our latest members video is about a sovereign citizen who has a deep fanaticism for GPS gaming.
What crime is sitting on a
Do you
public
know
road?
anybody in this subdivision?
As a matter of fact, I do.
Okay. Why aren't you sitting in front of their house?
Because I already sat in front of their house. I explained to you this is a GPS game.
But he just can't seem to understand why he's raised the police's suspicions. And that video is available for members at all membership levels. So if that's something you might be interested in, don't forget to check out the join button just under this video or the link down below in the description to find out more about channel memberships. So without further ado, let's hop straight into the first clip.
Alright, I've already been talking to the officer for probably 2 minutes. I just got my camera out. There is a manager on the way.
So why won't you give me your license?
Why do I have an obligation? Have I done anything wrong?
Okay, I pulled you over because you don't have your vehicle inspected.
Who says this vehicle has to be inspected?
State of New Hampshire.
I've revoked my contracts
With what?
with the state.
Oh yeah?
I'm no longer contracted with the state.
If you revoke your contract with the state, you can't be driving on this road without a release.
I have a right to travel on the public ways.
Okay, and in order to travel on a public way, you have to have your vehicle.
No, you do not.
registered.
I do not have to contract with the state.
Okay. All right. We'll see. My supervisor's on his way.
All right.
I'd say the supervisor absolutely can't wait to get out here. What was the story at the start with asking for a manager? I thought this was like a Karen video for a second.
So I bet you this is your first stop you've had to deal with this stuff, isn't it?
Yep. It's okay though. You're under arrest. I'm gonna need you to step out of the car.
And for what are the charges?
You did not give me your license registration. Just over in the police officer.
And is that the actual RSA that says that?
The police officer, yes.
Can you actually read me what the RSA says?
Once we go to the station.
Once I go to the station? Why not right now? Because that's one of the charges.
I'm not going back to my car to pull out my book and read you a statute.
Well, you want me to give you some form of identification just because you said to do it.
Hand it over.
And no, I'm not.
Okay. All right.
I haven't harmed anybody. I have no requirement to do anything.
All right. Like I said, my supervisor's on his way.
Okay, I'm just
We'll go from there.
figured loosen up some tension between the two of us. It's nothing personal.
Okay, that's fine. Hey, I'm not upset. I'm just doing my job.
I think he has the wrong idea of how to loosen up some tension. Loosening up the tension would be to actually comply with what you're supposed to do. But like most of these guys, they just want to have a legal debate on the side of the road. The roadside is their courtroom and their driver's seat is their bench. And as you've already heard, he's been informed that he's under arrest already, so, you know, he's only putting off the inevitable.
How we doing?
Open this door.
Can you tell me a reason why?
He wants to see your license registration.
Do I have an obligation?
Yes, you do. You stop for a moment.
Any chance that you could inform me who you are by chance, your rank? Any chance you could tell who the other are?
Door right now.
What obligation do I have?
You're stopped for a motor vehicle violation. You refuse
Okay.
the license.
A violation?
Open this door.
Now, with a violation, have I committed a crime?
Open this door.
No, for my own safety and protection right now, I please no harm.
Open this door.
Where have I done harm?
You're refusing to show a license. Now open this door.
What obligation do I have? Have I done any harm to anybody?
That lady officer there looks like somebody I wouldn't want to mess with. She looks like she's a really cheesed off mother. And actually for a second I thought she was the supervisor, but she's not. The supervisor's yet to come. There's actually another officer going to come and try and negotiate with him before the supervisor arrives. And I've actually lost count of the amount of times he asked them why this is happening and they explained to him, but he still asks the same questions. It's just going round and round in circles and getting nowhere.
Let's go. I said open this door. You are under arrest.
For what?
Disobeying a police officer. Open this door.
What obligation have I done to harm anybody?
You're refusing to show a license. You are under arrest for disobeying. Open this door.
Excuse me, can you stop being... Excuse me, ma'am. Excuse me, ma'am. What have I... You're being very loud and violent towards me. How we doing?
Talk to you for a second.
We can talk through the window. Just to let you know, you are being recorded.
I'm not threatening you or anything.
It just, I don't know what she was getting so violent towards me for.
Listen,
You know.
listen. You've been stopped for a motor vehicle infraction.
Okay. 1 minute I'm telling it's a law. Now I'm telling it's a violation. Now I'm telling it's an infraction.
For a motor vehicle. I don't know what the officer said. Inspection sticker. Okay?
Okay.
Even if you don't feel it's constitutionally right, you don't have a right to a license. It's a privilege.
If it's a privilege, that's something that I ask for when I put an application in.
Right. But you still have
and
to show
that's.
it upon the request of an officer.
Have I done anything wrong to harm anybody?
You have an expired inspection sticker, which is a violation of New Hampshire state law.
That's actually a revised statute and act. That's not a law. That's a legislative act.
Right.
So can you please not try to inform me wrongly?
I'm trying to explain something to you, though.
And
It has a legal reason to stop you.
and I operate under lawful jurisdiction.
I was wondering how long it'd be till he pulled this nonsense out of the bag.
I operate in a common law jurisdiction.
Okay. I understand common law jurisdiction.
Do you?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, but
Can you tell me the difference between the common law
common
and a
law is
statutory?
based on the Magna Carta, the original law implanted by the English. That's
Well, partly true. It's still actually represented by the government of the United States and of New Hampshire too. It says so right in the top.
Anarchist, it kind of follows.
Right in the New Hampshire Constitution, it does say legislative and common law.
Right.
So I'm notifying that I'm operating under common law right to travel, which means I can go anywhere unless I cause harm to somebody.
Oh, well, if you can go anywhere as long as you don't cause any harm, just walk straight in through the gates of Area 51. Sure, why not head to the White House and have a cup of Joe with Joe?
Though one of the requirements of the state is an inspection sticker.
That is of the state.
Right. It's a requirement though.
And the state is a legal fiction.
I doubt it.
Of traffic of the traffic statutes of the state.
And the state is a legal fiction. The state does not really exist as a physical entity.
Did you ever hear the likes of this absolute nonsense? The state is a legal fiction. The only fiction here is whatever law book he's reading from.
The state is a legal fiction. And that only exists if I contract with you guys.
Okay, but you do a contract by when you get a license, do you not sign something?
Yes, but I revoked those contracts. I no longer operate under them.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
You don't have a license.
No, I don't operate with a license.
You don't have a license.
I don't operate with a license. I'm not I'm not operating in that capacity.
No, but you don't operate.
I don't operate under that capacity. No, I don't. Why do I need to register? I don't even have to be telling you any of this right now. If anything, I'm testifying against myself right now.
Like I said, one of the things though, due to that non-existent entity of the state actually still has jurisdiction.
Yes, if I contract with you guys. I'm not contracted. You guys put your emergency light on for emergency situation.
Correct.
Where did I do an emergency situation?
We're traveling on the roads.
That's no longer. I'm no longer contracted. If the vehicle is no longer registered under a current registration, that contract is voided.
I love the officer's hand gesture there. It's just like, I don't know what to tell you. Probably never heard so much hogwash in all his life. Just absolutely bemused that somebody could go on with this level of nonsense. We're going to skip ahead to when the supervisor comes, but here's a test of some of the nonsense he was going on with.
I'm still being stopped unlawfully. I'm speaking at the moment. Can I speak now? Now I got 4 people around me, yanking on the doors, banging on the windows, and I really don't like you guys yanking on my door handles when they're locked. It could cause damage to my vehicle. You don't see me coming to your vehicles and yanking on the door handles. I'm only still here because all you guys are here. I'm under the common law jurisdiction. Excuse me, I'm feeling very threatened by her right now. It's not really a policy, it's my own constitution. So you're trying to use the legal word de facto, in effect, but illegitimate.
If you're driving a car in the state of New Hampshire.
I'm not driving, I'm traveling.
This is Sergeant Burke.
How we doing, Sergeant?
Doing good. So,
Well, a little interesting moment, let's just say.
Look, I understand. I've been standing back here listening to the officers, okay?
Yeah.
I understand your point of view. But the state of New Hampshire, the laws are you need to produce a license, okay?
Okay.
If you choose not to do so, you are under arrest.
And what for exactly? Can you actually read me what the actual legislative acts are?
How about no? Why should they spoon feed you the legislation when you should know that already? And you've already been told multiple times what the situation is here. I have to say the officers are being very polite and patient with him considering the way he's behaving. And you'll see as we go on, Sergeant Burke seems like a very accommodating person. And he seems like a pretty good officer.
So I can be well informed?
Disobeying is if you fail to produce a license on a motor vehicle stop against it.
Can you tell me what the actual RSA number is? Because just to inform you, you are being recorded, and I'm doing this so I can double check on this. I've read the legislative acts of New Hampshire.
Yep, okay. So then you should know that you have to produce a license at this point.
No, I don't. That's if I contract and I operate in that capacity. And I've tried to inform all these other officers that I refuse that benefit, and I do not want to contract with you, and I've caused no harm to anybody.
Just say you're driving in the state of New Hampshire and there are laws.
I'm traveling.
Okay? So you can step out of the vehicle right now, okay?
I refuse to. I'm under my threat of being harmed right now by you guys.
I'm not going to harm you in any way, shape, or form.
You're gonna arrest. You're gonna take me away from my daily functions right now.
Yes, we are.
You're gonna put handcuffs on me. You're gonna put me back in a car. How is that not gonna be harming me?
You are under arrest, so you can
That is gonna cause. That's gonna cause harm on me.
You can step out voluntarily. Okay, I don't want to damage your property, okay, because I'm sure you work hard, okay, but you are under arrest right now, okay? So you can voluntarily step out, but we're going to make entry into your truck.
And how are you gonna make entry into my truck? Please tell me.
If you're not going to step out, I'm going to break the window to get into your truck, okay? I do not want to have to do that.
And how have I caused harm here? You're threatening to damage my property right now.
Okay, so you're coming one way or the other. You are under arrest. So you can step out voluntarily. I do not want to damage your truck, okay? But we told you you're under arrest. You can step out. We have a legal right to arrest you. Step out of the vehicle voluntarily, okay? Well, we're going to break the window and we're going to get entry into the car.
All right. So you will take all legal liability and lawful liability. Can I please get your name and badge number?
I'll absolutely give you all that.
Right now so I can have it.
My badge number is 59.
59?
Yep.
All right. I do have a weapon on me. I will remove it safely and put it on the dash.
Please do. Thank you.
I will put a knife as well.
Like, I really don't get this guy at all. He's going on about fearing for his safety that the police might harm him, and now he's just after admitting that he has a weapon on him, including a knife. Like, come on, if the officers had got one glimpse of that, they might have thought, oh, what's this guy gonna do? And then we would have had a big problem. I just don't understand why people put themselves in these situations and other people into situations that they do not want to be in. If an officer had seen that gun and thought that that guy was a threat, they have to make a decision that they're going to have to live with. It's literally clowning at the most highest dangerous level.
I'm operating under protest and arrest. I would like my camera to still be rolling on me.
Absolutely.
At the whole time.
I have no problem.
I would like to keep it with me for my own protection. I will remove myself from my vehicle. I would like to have my vehicle towed by Avalanche Towing and Recovery.
I can do that. It's not a problem.
If it does not get towed by Avalanche Towing and Recovery, you are responsible for the fees.
Avalanche, I got no problem with that.
Okay?
Okay.
And I am operating a protest and duress. Can this please be put on the record?
That you're protesting the arrest?
A protest and arrest.
It's hard for me to hear you because of the window, so I apologize.
I'll put it down just a little bit. I'm reaching down, just turn it down a little bit. I'm operating under protest and arrest.
Okay, absolutely.
And I please would like that to be put on the record.
Absolutely.
It is on my camera, and I would like to have it so none of my camera gets altered at all.
We're not gonna alter your camera. It's your property, okay?
All right. I appreciate it. I'm now going to put my weapon on the dash.
Please do.
Then followed by my
Just use one
knife.
hand, please, with it. Okay.
My right arm, I do have medical issues with my right arm, so I have limitations.
Yep.
And I cannot be in cold weather very long.
Officer on the other side, what you doing so you don't surprise her, okay? Robin, he's gonna remove a weapon off of this person and put it on the
Two of them, a knife and a firearm.
knife and a firearm, okay?
All right.
Yep. Okay.
I have these weapons. They're under a lawful contract for myself.
That's fine. Yep.
I'm going to put the window up so it makes sure it's up that it doesn't cause damage to my vehicle later.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Now going after the knife? Alright, I'm reaching for the door locks.
What was that?
I'm reaching for the door locks. I will step out on my own and will turn around on my own. Please do not cause me any physical harm. Please don't call me violent harm.
Absolutely not.
I have post-traumatic stress. I will let you, so please let me turn around on my own. I'll put my hand, can I please have my hands in front of my back due to my hands in front due to limitations of my right shoulder due to an injury?
Yeah, but we're gonna have to put a belt on you too, okay? Just to make sure, okay?
All right, I appreciate it.
Yep. Thank you, sir. He's just gonna make sure you don't have anything else on you, okay?
Actually, I forgot I do carry a knife in my shorts pants,
What is he actually playing at? He's like Rambo going around prepared for war.
which is in my front groin section.
Okay.
I've just remembered about that.
Thank you.
If you want, right there, you just, if you would like, I can remove it from you. There's a few warming layers on, so.
Okay, thank you.
Just put it on a desk for me, alright?
Yep. Actually, I won't want to reach again near that weapon because I don't want to become.
Okay.
Anything in the other pockets?
I have a wallet. I have cell phones.
The keys?
I think I have a set of keys. Perfect.
Double lock them if they don't tighten up on you?
No problem.
And as you see there, an absolute waste of police time. That could have been all done and dusted earlier if he had just complied. These people think that just because they cancel all these documents, their driving licence, registration, etc., that just makes it okay to go around and operate with impunity. Like, if things worked like that, everybody would be doing it. These guys just gonna end up wasting half of their life sitting on the side of the road arguing with police officers. So moving right along now, we're heading to Canada for our next sovereign citizen. And brace yourselves because this guy is worse than the first lad. And he puts himself in a very dangerous situation. Let's take a look.
Do you suspect me of a crime?
You have no license plate.
Do you suspect me of a crime where I'm
You have
being...
to identify yourself under the Highway Traffic Act.
No, I do not. I just proved in court I do not have to identify myself to a police officer.
Why not?
Because I'm a freeman on the land, number one. And number two, you guys suspect me of criminal activity to detain me. So, yes, you do. I don't care what your Highway Traffic Act says, that's the law.
You have to identify yourself under the Highway Traffic Act.
Do you suspect me of a crime, sir?
No.
Am I free to go?
Official offense. No, you're not.
So you're going to detain me?
If you don't identify yourself, I'm going to arrest you.
For what? I've done anything criminally wrong. But that's not a criminal act. You only have authorization to detain somebody if they've done something criminally wrong. I don't care what your Highway Traffic Act says. I have no contracts under the act. I've canceled them all, so you can't enforce it on me.
Oh, we got another contract canceller. This guy should be a hoot.
Are you going to tell me your name?
No, I'm not. I don't have to. That's my right.
Okay, I'm just going to wait for another unit to get
That's
here.
fine.
Okay?
Bring your chief too, because he knows who I am.
Okay, I will.
I know my rights.
How does he know who you are if you haven't identified yourself?
I'm operating under the Republic of Canada. That's a legal jurisdiction here in Canada. Because Canada's dissolved. Canada's dissolved. I'm also going to hand you this paperwork.
Yeah, sure.
Yep. So this officer is accepting the paperwork that we are a criminal organization. So that's on camera. And also, you guys have been involved in kidnapping our child with Children's Aid Society. So here's another legal document because you're involved in kidnapping our child, which is also why we don't comply with your laws, because you guys are thieves to us. You thieved our child from us.
Damn, car's like a filing cabinet on wheels there. I wonder what the actual environmental impact of sovereign citizens is. They seem to have all this paperwork on them all the time. Jeez, there must be some trees getting cut down. There's not enough forests in Scandinavia to keep these guys going. And I seen on the original video under the comments, a lot of people were saying about having his child taken away from him, saying, well, like, if you're going on with this sort of nonsense, then no wonder you've drawn attention to yourself. Now, I don't know the backstory, but if they did remove the child because of all this nonsense you're going on with, then it doesn't surprise me.
So we will not comply or acknowledge you.
Your name's not on here either.
No, it's not. It doesn't matter. It doesn't need to be. These are things I'm issuing to you because...
who you are.
No, you do not. I just proved that in criminal court, bud. The judge bowed down to me. It took 2 minutes because you're using trust law in the court, and I know it. So because of that, I know I don't have to identify myself to a cop.
Okay.
I know my rights, man. Sorry. I'll stand on them.
I don't think you do.
I do. I've been arrested twice and never been charged.
You read the
You
highway-
guys are, I consider you guys a threat to me because you've detained me twice. I have not been convicted in
You ever
court.
had an opportunity to read the Highway Traffic Act?
I don't need to. I canceled my contracts under the Highway Traffic Act. You can't enforce that act on me.
Okay.
I operate under common law jurisdiction of the Republic of Canada.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Okay.
Never heard of it.
Well, you did today, and you should learn. You should learn that your oath to the Queen's nullified and abolished, and you guys don't have authority.
Look, now there's 2 other cruisers here.
I don't care. I'm standing for my rights, man. Plain and simple. Bring them all. Bring your whole force. I am not intimidated at all, man.
Okay.
I know my rights. Don't open my door.
I need you to identify yourself.
No, you don't. You have no right to open my door.
He's a sovereign citizen. He won't identify himself. So, are you gonna identify yourself?
I do not have to, Your Honor.
Okay. Take it.
Open my door. You have no right to. You guys have kidnapped our child.
Fuck him, man.
Nope, I'm leaving. Don't get in front of me.
Bad idea, bro. Like, on what planet do you think driving off is gonna solve anything? Don't get in front of me. He says that with intent. And to be quite honest, it wouldn't surprise me if he did plough into the officer. No wonder this guy's tangled up with the law, has been arrested twice and all this carry on. Because he goes on like this. Absolutely poor decision making and thought process going on here. I really do think these people are disconnected somehow from reality.
You're pulling your gun on me? Okay, he's pulling his gun on me. Everybody, I have not done anything criminally wrong. He's pulling his gun on me. No. No.
Turn it off now.
It's off. Parking brakes on. I'm no threat.
Car door.
I'm no threat. They're pointing their guns at me just because I don't have the right plates on my car. That's why.
No, that's a falsehood now. Get it right. He's not pulling that out on you because you have the wrong plates on your car. He stops you because you've no plates on your car. You failed to comply. Then you went to go drive off, probably trying to mow the officer down. That's why this is happening. I love the way, even though, you know, the people watching his video would be seeing what we're seeing, yet his narrative is totally different. Disconnected from reality.
You're gonna break my window. Don't. I'll open my door. Don't. Ow! What the hell?
Get out of the car now.
Okay, they just broke my glass. See that? Beautiful. Good job.
Nice. Nice. Nice.
I have nothing on me. Oh, you're gonna cut me. Don't. Oh, open the door. You're gonna cut me. You're going to cut me.
That guy right there is a prime example of why being a sovereign citizen just ain't worth it. It just blows my mind how people want to sit around arguing on the side of a road instead of just getting on with their life. Like, you're actually gaining nothing from it. And I'm not trying to be bad to anyone or anything like that, but really there has to be a mental health side to all of this. Like, nobody behaves like that unless there's something else at play. Have yourself dragged through courts, being arrested, kids taking all of that, it just really is not worth it. And all for what? Just to prove some point? Well guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. I enjoyed making it, even though I had to listen to those insufferable sovereign citizens. But we prevailed in the end. So if you did like the video, don't forget to drop us a like, as it really does help the channel out. And we've actually had a few extra videos than normal on the channel this month, and I do hope to keep that momentum up going forward into next month. So I hope you guys have been enjoying the videos. I'm going to leave a link to all our recent videos down below in the description. At the start of the month we had Frauder compilation number 14. Then moving on we had Fire Starters, which was a look at some arsonists. We also had our Airline Agitators Volume 3, where we've seen some airport pursuits. And we've also had our 2 ads up, one for what's their name and badge number, and the other one for frauded or tiers, so definitely check those out if you haven't seen them already. And we also had our first members only video. Links to all those are down below in the description, so check those out if you haven't seen them. If you want to see more from us here at Degenerate Watch, don't forget to subscribe and make sure you have notifications turned on so you never miss a new video. And if you like what we do here at Degenerate Watch and you'd like to help support the channel, there's a couple of ways down below. We have a PayPal where you can drop us a donation. We have a blog over on Coffee where you can buy us a coffee. We also have a store where you can pick yourself up some Degenerate Watch t-shirts and mugs and other stuff like that. And like I mentioned before, we also now have channel memberships. Details to all of these things are down below in the description. Just before I do go, I just want to give a thought to the courageous and brave people that are defending their freedom right now in Ukraine. I'm pretty sure by now most of you have seen the shocking images that are coming out of Ukraine at the moment. But one thing I do take from the whole situation is a bit of inspiration in the fact that these people are so resilient and that all they want is to just chart their own destiny. And the unity within that country that's been displayed over the last couple of days is just unbelievable. And I also have to commend the president as well for standing firm, standing his ground and not abandoning his people like some others have. Let's just hope a peaceful solution can be reached before more innocent people end up losing their lives. Well guys, I'll be back in the next couple of days with a brand new video here on Degenerate Watch. I hope I'll see you then. And a big shout out to everybody there that's watching this on the premiere. I appreciate you all for coming. Don't forget to check out some of our newer videos down in the description if you haven't seen them already. And if you can't wait until our next video, why not check out one of the videos that should be appearing on screen now. Until next time guys, stay safe, take care, peace.